Our first vocabulary word is courteous. Someone who is courteous uses good manners. The other day, I asked Kobe to provide some examples for ways that you might use good manners. And some of the things that she said you might say if you went to a friend's house and you wanted to use good manners were to say please and thank you. And I believe somebody else said, you can always say something like, excuse me, if you do something like bump into somebody. That's all ways that you can be courteous. Using good manners means that you are courteous. If you are courteous, your mother and your dad and your grandparents, they're all going to be really happy because being courteous means that you care about others and you're considerate and you think about the way that your actions affect others. Those are all things that we want you to do. We want you guys to do that, to be courteous. So keep in mind that being courteous will make you more liked by your friends, and everybody's going to want to be around you because if you're courteous, you're using good manners and you treat others nicely. Draw a picture of yourself doing something courteous or being courteous to someone. All right? Our next vocabulary word is devious. Devious is another way to describe something that is bad or wrong or something that you know better than to do. If you do something devious, chances are that your mom or your dad is probably going to get upset with you. For example, if you go to a store with your mom, like Walmart, let's just say you go to Walmart. Mom's taking you to Walmart and you're with her and you go in the store. And when you get in the store, you're getting ready to check out, and they have those cabinets that have all those candy bars in them. And you know it's not right, but you put one of those candy bars in your pocket and don't pay for it. That's called stealing, and it's something that is devious to do. For you to think, oh, I'm going to put that in my pocket and I won't have to pay for it, you are being devious. You are doing something you know is wrong. You're making the choice to do it, even though you know it's wrong. It is being devious. What's going to happen to you if you do something that's devious is you're probably going to get in big trouble. You can go to jail for stealing. If you do something that's devious at home, like take something from your mom's purse without asking, you're probably going to get in trouble with mom. You might get grounded. She might take your screen time away, your iPad, your Xbox 360, whatever you have, she might take away from you. So keep that in mind, that when you make a choice to do something that is devious, chances are you're probably going to get in trouble. Think of something you could do that would be devious. Something you know is wrong, and if you did it, you would get in trouble. And draw a picture of that now. The next word is rapidly. Rapidly means in a fast way. If you think about animals that move rapidly, one of the animals that comes to mind is one I see every night when I come to my house. If I drive into my house, more than likely I will see a bunny rabbit. And the thing about these bunny rabbits is they hop and they're super fast about it. They do it in a rapid way. Every night when I turn in my driveway, there's normally about 4 or 5 bunny rabbits rapidly darting everywhere. Hopping here, hopping there, and they run off into the bushes and they keep from getting ran over by the car because they're so fast when they move. Think of an animal that you know that moves rapidly and draw a picture of it in your on your paper now. The next word is gullible. We've kind of talked about this one. If you are gullible, if you are a gullible person, you are easy to trick. Someone could tell you, hey, do you know what? My dog, he can talk. And you might actually believe them. You might be like, you have a talking dog? If you are gullible, you will believe anything. Anything. Even if it's something really silly, you will believe it. Gullible people are easy to trick. I bet you guys have somebody who tries to trick you all the time. And they try to make you be gullible. They want you to think that whatever they're telling you, whatever silly thing they're telling you is really true. I had an uncle who used to tell me all the time that he had a pet pig. And his pet pig, her name was Lucy. I gotta do pig ears. Oop, doop, doop, doop. And Lucy, his pet pig, went everywhere with him. Like she was his pet like a dog. She went with him everywhere. But he used to tell me all the time that pig could fly. And I was pretty gullible when I was a little kid. I thought Lucy could really fly. Enough that I would tell him all the time, hey, have her show me how she flies. I expected her to, I guess, sprout wings. I don't know. But I was gullible. I believed it even though it was the silliest thing in the world. We all know pigs can't really fly. But I believed it because I was young and gullible. Think of a time that someone has told you something that you believed that was really silly or wasn't really true, that you probably should have known better, but you believed it anyway. Maybe somebody has tricked you and made you believe something that was silly. Draw a picture of that now. Our next vocabulary word is hastily. Hastily means in a haste way or in a quick way. If you are moving hastily, you are being quick. If I told you that I wanted you to go from over by the fence at my house to the tree, you would probably just walk over there from the fence to the tree without worrying about it. But if I told you, hey, I'll race you to the tree, you would probably worry about getting there a lot quicker. You would probably go much more in a hasty manner as you tried to beat me, because then it becomes a race. When you're in a race, you move hastily or as quickly as possible. It's like thinking about when you're on the playground and somebody says, hey, I'll race you to the swings. You don't just kind of walk toward the swings. You move as fast as you can. That's what it means when I say someone is moving hastily. They're doing it as quickly as they can. Think about a time you have either raced somebody somewhere or tried to move as quickly as you can to be the first one to get somewhere. Maybe it was to get in line in our classroom. A lot of you move hastily when I say to line up for recess or to line up for the cafeteria. Hasty means to move in a quick way. If you are moving hastily, you are going in a quick way. Draw a picture of you doing something in a quick way hastily now. All right. Our last vocabulary word is unreasonable. This actually is a word that has a prefix on it. Prefix is very much like a suffix, only it happens at the beginning of the word instead of the end of the word. You still code it with a box. If something is unreasonable, it means it is not reasonable. It is not something that you could do with ease. One of the things that examples that we have used this week on being unreasonable was building a house. You guys have seen people have houses built. You probably drove down the road and seen houses that were under construction. You'll see men working on them. You know, they may be painting, they may be nailing up, they may be up on the roof, working on the roof. That is a job that is very difficult to do. It would be completely unreasonable for me to tell one of you guys, hey, Brooklyn, I want you to go build a house tonight, and I want you to have it finished by tomorrow. That would be unreasonable for her. That's not something she knows how to do. That's not something that she has training. She would just be like, I can't do that. Something that's unreasonable is something that you just can't do. It's just too difficult for you to do. It would be unreasonable, or it wouldn't make sense for someone to think that you could. I want you to draw a picture of a job that someone could tell you they wanted you to do that would be unreasonable. It might be building a house. It might be telling you they want you to fly an airplane. Without any training, it would be completely unreasonable for me to expect you to be able to fly an airplane, correct?
Yes.
Draw a picture of that now. Go.